All right, so guys, NIO delivered 10,055 vehicles for the month of January 2024, and that is a 18.2% year-over-year increase, which is quite nice, but a 40+% decline month over month. Okay, well, if we look at the delivery numbers, so these are actually the delivery numbers, and we'll come back to this in a bit, but if we plot it on a chart, we can see this is what it looks like right now. And these are, to be honest, the lowest deliveries since June of 2023. So these are actually a little bit lower than June when NIO delivered 10,707. So quite a significant drop, but still year-over-year increase. So there's that to be happy about. Now, we'll also talk about factory vacation. We'll talk about the rumors, not enough inventory cars, and delivery outlook. So first of all, this, I guess, right now they have all the vehicle models being sold, but of course, people are waiting for the update. And if you look at the week-over-week deliveries, of course, 3,000 first week, 1,700 second week, 1,900 the third week, and this was when they started to publicly announce their promotion discount for inventory cars, and then deliveries jumped back to 3,300. Okay, so people are waiting for the chip that will come in March, but that still isn't an excuse. NIO has 8 vehicle models, and back in June 2023, so what happened? EC7 started deliveries back in like mid-May, early May. EC7 started deliveries, and that really kicked in June. And then ES6 also started deliveries late May and didn't really kick in during June, but kicked in during July. ET5T started deliveries in mid-June as well, and started to kick in July. So you actually, NIO launched quite a few vehicles during that period of time in June, and that's, they really gotten a lot of hype and stuff. But the EC6 was not launched, the ES8 was not launched back then. So right now the performance, really should not be lower than that. But of course, we can thank the price war for these performance numbers. Everybody's cutting prices like crazy. And also the chip upgrade, NIO really needs to get that out there. Now, in terms of February delivery numbers. So last year they delivered 12,157. NIO is definitely going to get lower than this because for Chinese New Year, NIO is going to be going on a 17-day, sort of like 2-week vacation for the factory. And so the factory will stop producing cars for that period of time, Chinese New Year. And we can also really tell that if the factory visits, they actually have these tours for outside people. And I really wanted to go. And in fact, I was planning to go as well because on Sunday I leave to go to my wife's hometown. I'll be driving and I'll actually be staying in Hefei for one night. And I wanted to go to the factory, but unfortunately, the tour is not available during that time. You have tours on the 2nd of February, and that's the last day, and the tours resume on the 20th. So there's a 17-day gap between the tours. So that's when the vacation is going on for the factory. Quite interesting. Now, we also got rumors about inventory cars. So apparently there was an inventory shortage for inventory cars. And this jump in deliveries from week 3 to week 4 from 1,900 to 3,300, that's mainly thanks to the promotion, right? That we're discounting inventory cars. And apparently there were like 2,000-ish inventory cars, and they got snatched quite quickly. All right, it was reported that they sold 1,700 in like about 2 hours. So really, you can tell that NIO's cars are quite sensitive to price. The demand is quite sensitive to price. So if the price is right, people will buy the car for sure. So definitely, if NIO cuts prices aggressively, deliveries are going to skyrocket for sure. All right, for sure, absolutely. I mean, this is the price war after all, right? But of course, with these numbers, 10,000, we definitely need these numbers to get back to 20,000 to be happy, all right? Well, we should not be happy with these numbers at all. And February also Chinese New Year, so lower numbers. March, we'll have to see. I think March we're gonna actually get a much higher delivery numbers for March because of the chip refresh as well. So that's something to look forward to. So not too happy with this, but optimistic about the future. Okay. Now, if we look at NIO stock, wow, NIO stock is quite interesting, huh? So early in the morning, pre-market right now, as of recording this video, we can tell we had a big, nice jump up to 5.8-ish. Yesterday, we tried to break above 5.8. I talked about how this is sort of like a temporary ceiling, a temporary roof, all right? And this was actually, you see how this was tapped on perfectly, used to be support, and this broke briefly, but is also support. Now this is a very tough area that we must break through, but it seems like we tried yesterday. We tried twice yesterday, failed, did not go above it. And we're trying again in pre-market. It seems like we did not go above it. We really want the price action to get above that. Otherwise, yeah, not looking too bright. We might be opening the doors for some more down move. Now, obviously, this was over-exaggerated. I mean, this big wick down, holy crap. This is like... this was the bankruptcy fear, right? Then there was this FUD online from Reddit, and we talked about it, how there's actually nothing really new about that. And bankruptcy fears, I mean, like, if you look at delivery numbers, we definitely need deliveries to be at around 15,000 and above. If we get below 10,000, that is not good. I mean, apart from occasional outliers like February with Chinese New Year, but we want deliveries to be 15,000 and above. 20,000 will be good. 30,000 will be excellent. And that's probably going to be achieved in part thanks to March deliveries for 2024 with good chip refresh, people getting back in, and maybe some price cuts, battery price adjustments. And then in July, around that time, sub-brand launch as well, and sub-brand cars hopefully being delivered in July. But the old plan was it was going to be delivered in December of 2024. Hopefully they push it forward. I heard that they're pushing it forward, so maybe July they're going to launch the sub-brand right away, and that should actually sell a ton because the sub-brand is not constricted by the NIO main brand. So they can make a car that's better than the ET5 in terms of performance and specs, and maybe not as much luxuriousness, but also not as much service or benefits like that, but definitely it's going to be very competitive and be able to really boost delivery numbers much higher, which will be very nice. So these numbers right now, nothing too exciting about it, but I guess this is satisfactory. All right, satisfactory. And for NIO stock, man, we really got to break above 5.83. Otherwise, this is not looking too pretty, to be honest. All right, to be honest, we got to break above that. So hopefully we try again and break above that, head over to 6, break above this line over here that we had previously drawn, and then get way up. We need to get above 7. We want our heads above 7, guys. We want our heads above 7. But delivery numbers, it is what it is. So hopefully after February, March is going to see a big increase. All right, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace.